What do we got going on here? Little crokinole today, huh? Practicing up. Got a big tournament this weekend. Who's gonna play in the tournament?
Me!
Are you? Okay. Royal Family Kids Camp having a crokinole tournament on Saturday. Pretty excited about that. It's $10 to enter. You get a lot of guaranteed games. Should be an awesome time. And if you don't want to play, you can just come and watch and maybe buy a couple things to support Royal Family. Those of you that don't know, Royal Family Kids Camp is a camp for abused, neglected, and abandoned children. They do work with a lot of kids out of the foster system, and it's just some other ones that have had different tragedies in their lives or for whatever reason haven't been connected with their parents. And so it's a 1 week where they get treated like royalty. So it's a very good cause, and it's a really fun game, so you should come and join us. All right, tournament will be at Living Water Church, 629 Woodward Avenue, for those of you that are interested. Feels like spring today, like real spring, like not another winter storm coming spring. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. It's an exciting day, friends. Thanks for being along for the ride. Let's do this. All right, it's seed starting day. You guys have a couple trays of lettuce, a couple trays of onions. They're working on cabbage right now. Some broccoli started as well. These guys did a great job mixing up dirt, filling the trays. We got the greenhouse going here now too. Everything's working well. It's only probably 45 outside maybe, and it's at least 80 in here. It's hot. It works. All right, we got 6 trays started. Put them in the greenhouse for now. Craig will do what he wants to do later. Be an interesting experiment. The kids were a little crazy today, so I'm not sure if we'll see how well those germinate. I don't know. It's gonna be an adventure this year, I think. Craig has a bunch of seeds started as well, and I'm gonna take a couple trays home to do some experiments on my garden, and got all my seeds, so that's good. Probably start my garden next weekend. There's a winter storm warning for Saturday, and then hopefully after that it'll be like our last big winter blast. Of course, we'll have snow in April and maybe even May, like years past, but we're getting close. We're getting close. Cold weather crops, gonna be good to go next week. Let's see how the garden here is looking. I like to check on it every now and again, even though there's nothing going on down here yet. Got a couple little weeds growing, that's fine. Got some kale. I don't know, I was waiting for it to see if it would come back to life here. I think it's going to. We might have to, maybe we'll get rid of some of these brown ones one of these days. There's a nice looking purple kale. That'll go real well. All the spinach too. You can tell something's been eating it though. Maybe we got some bunny rabbits getting a spring snack. Gonna be really nice though. This summer, this will be pumping. The whole front will be full. Then we'll take the tarp off the back and we'll have a bunch of stuff growing back there as well. The garlic's definitely moving already. And then up here we got green onions. They should be fully back to life shortly. Those are walking onions, so nice perennial onion, and they you just eat the greens. You can eat the bulbs too, they just don't get huge like store-bought ones. But I use the bulbs in soup, and I use the greens in salads, and then I really like them just chopped up and cooked with my eggs. That's like one of my favorite things in the springtime. My kids just like to eat them raw right out of the garden. I can do that a couple times, but I get tired of them if I eat too many like that. It's an absolutely stunning spring day. I almost don't like to have too many of these, because then trees start to bud, and my apple trees, flowers will come, and the plum tree. And then we always get that frost and it kills everything. So I'd almost rather it stayed a little colder. I mean, even a few more cold fronts, snowstorms would be just fine with me. Of course, I guess it could just stay 60 every day. I mean, I'd be good with that too. It's egg season again. Back to present day. The hair's shorter. Did you even notice? We switched days there? It's been a busy day already so far, getting lots of things done in the office. It's like every single conversation that I have with people right now is just like dripping with the Holy Spirit. Like there's so much good stuff happening. I mean, we're talking like church stuff, work stuff, all of the city stuff. I got a couple meetings we got to run to, going to like one of my favorite restaurants. I got to head there right now, actually. I'm already late. Already late. Even though everything changes, some things never change. All right. It's nice enough. No jacket today. It's just perfection today. We're probably a month away from just exploding with flowers downtown. You can already see them poking up out of the ground. Plus all the trees too. I forget about all the white flowers on the trees. It's gonna be beautiful. Got them all coming back to life, slowly but surely. So sorry.
So, you do the math. I'm not good at math. Like I told you, son.
Great lunch with some really good friends. Next meeting, I hope they're here. I'm running it still about 10 minutes back. Hey.
Are you filming as you go?
Yeah, I'm filming you guys right now.
Hey, Amber, can you
There's
hold
John.
that?
He's leaving.
Thank you.
John from Habitat, and I have Jessica Andrews with a new organization. We're going to tell you about it real quick. This is Jessica Andrews. She is the wife of one of my friends, Jeremy Andrews, who's the pastor at Free Methodist Church. Messaged me a few months ago at this point, just kind of out of the blue. Tell me the story. What are we doing?
Yeah, well, my friend Amy and I saw a need in the community. We were working with the Bloom Boutique, which is an awesome ministry up at the Kittanning Free Methodist Church that helps with single, pregnant, and new moms. It gives them free stuff. And as we were helping these new moms, we saw that there was more of a need that they were encountering than just things for their babies. They needed beds, they needed rent, they needed all kinds of things that they didn't know how to find. And so Amy and I really felt like God was telling us to do more and be more. And so we just started praying and kind of said, God, we don't know what this is, but send us and do it. And so I kept thinking I needed to message Andrew. I didn't really know Andrew that well. Like I knew who he was. Right. Everybody knows who Andrew is, but I'm not sure we'd even met in person yet at that point. But I felt like I needed to tell him about this thing. And so I kept forgetting to message him because I'd think about it in the car or the shower or whatever when I couldn't do it. Yeah. And so I finally messaged him one day and I said, hey, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I know you love the community and I know you love people. And here's this thing we want to do. We want to help people, and let me know what you think, and if nothing else, just pray for it because it's something our community needs. And he messaged me back and he's like, yep, I'm all in. So when we met up, he said, you know, if I had messaged him when I originally meant to, he, not that he wouldn't have been in, but he wouldn't have seen the need that we were seeing. Right. He met somebody within that time frame of me forgetting to message him that showed him that what we were talking about was something that was really needed in our community. Yeah, and it's turning into this big thing now. Well, it's not big yet, but I think it's going to be. Yeah. And so what we're trying to do is make a connection, but that's the name of the organization, Connections of Armstrong County. We're trying to make connections between all of the churches and all of the awesome nonprofits that we have throughout town, because there's so much good stuff here. Absolutely. But nobody knows about it. Yeah, or how to find it. Yeah, and then when someone calls a church, like if they call Living Water Church or Free Methodist and they're asking for a certain kind of help, a lot of times in the past I would just have to be like, yeah, we don't do that. Yeah. So sorry. So the whole point of this for me, like it's exciting because now when people call and they have a need, I'm not dejected anymore and I don't feel like I'm rejecting them either. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, but we're going to make a connection. We're going to figure it out. Right. And so it's really exciting because I think we're going to be able to help a lot more people and then hopefully do it a lot more efficiently. Right. And be able to utilize all the resources in our community in a better way. Yeah, so we want to help people find the things they need and then walk alongside them because some of the processes are difficult and confusing and we just want to help people get unstuck from their circumstances and we want the new way of life to be easy so they don't go back to the old way. Absolutely, yeah. So that's so well put. Thanks. I've practiced it a few times. You're working on your elevator speech for this thing. All right. So we have an event coming up. We'll talk to you about it at a later date once we have more details on it. It's going to be a fun one. And I'll put the link to the Facebook page. So if you want to get connected to Connections, you can do that now and you can keep up with what we're doing because we're looking for volunteers that can help people with rides and maybe
counseling stuff or just being a friend.
Yeah.
And then we're also looking for all the different community organizations too. So if you know one, we would love to be in touch with them. You can send it to us on the Facebook page, and if we haven't talked to them yet, we will.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That's good.
Is that good enough?
Andrew. Yeah.
Thank
that's
you.
good.
I love you. Appreciate you. Bad headline as well. Fight club at the school district. I thought for a second that it was Amber and Mike that had a fight club, but no. Still just coffee shop. Celebrating 2 years for East BRI Coffee.
Thank you. I will.
Have a great day.
See ya.
All right. See ya, Jessica.
Bye, Andrew.
Be blessed. It's really cool to see that coming together already. I think that's going to be like a keystone organization in our community, and I know it's desperately needed, and it's cool to see it happen and to have someone like Jessica and the whole group that has become the board. I mean, it's a group of fantastic, loving people, and I know it's going to go places. Today's meeting, we were talking with John from Habitat. He does websites and stuff, so he's going to help us out with putting together a website. He's obviously one of the mainstay connections as well. We already have a list of, I don't know, probably 40 connections through the community. A list of volunteers has begun, and we've actually already been able to help 2 people. One person as they're in between jobs and dealing with homelessness, another person able to connect them to some resources that they needed for their house. And so it's been really cool. It was like we didn't even really start yet, and we're already helping people. So it's really exciting. All right. Cranked out some good work. My car isn't that way, it's this way. Got to go pick up the other car that I dropped off yesterday. You guys might remember that. In that video, I told you guys all the updates on Kittanning 300, and today you're seeing a little bit of the rest of it. You know, the new connections, the new life that's happening. It's just like, it feels like spring in Kittanning, and it feels like spring in my heart. It's just a beautiful, beautiful time. So I think that's it for this one. I'm gonna try to do maybe quicker videos for the time being. Try to introduce 1 or 2 things a day of all the things that I've been working on silently for the past few months, because it's like, it's time to bring them all into the light. All these little seeds we've been planting, they're growing. It's exciting times. All right, get my car. Hi. I'm here to trade cars with you.
You're trading cars?
Yeah.
Why? What are we doing?
I don't know, you tell me.
I have no idea.